with 3 events to go in the 2016 Marble League 2016 Obby Creator Edition. As we're looking at the standings, Snowballs has a tight 9-point lead going into the race. It's not really a race, but going into the event, I should say. Let, let's with the standings this tight between first and second, this could end up being a tight championship. Team Primary is the heavy favorite for the hurdles event. Oceanics is the heavy favorite for the quartet diving event because this is before 2019, so the Oceanics are actually solid at water events. But but Snowballs is still the heavy favorite to win the championship if they can keep up a solid performance. We're at the precision slalom event, and 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 let's move on to the actual events. Also, while I'm talking about this, Rojo Rollers and Thunderbolts all the way at the bottom. They cannot win the championship anymore. But let's see who will win this who will win this event. Round 1 of this event will is gonna be the Snowballs, Mellow Yellow, Team Galactic, and the Thunderbolts. So let's see what they can do. Round 1 is in the blocks. Snowballs. So the point system is if you land in the white on the outside or the white in the middle, you get 0. Pink, red, or purple, you get 1. Pink, you get 2. Orange, you get 3. Yellow, you get 4. Green, you get 7. And blue, you get 10. If you land in the middle, you get 0. Remember that. Okay. The marbles are in the blocks, and we're rolling. Snowballs will be the first marble to enter the half pipe, but also will be the last marble to enter it. But Mellow Yellow is going to be the last one to exit the half pipe. Team Galactic gets a 0. Mellow Yellow trying to squeeze its way into it, but lands in a purple. It gets an orange. Mellow Yellow might move on. Snowballs might also move on. Snowballs, Thunderbolts, and Team Galactic all has a 0. But Team Galactic has 2 zeros, so I don't think they're moving on. Mellow Yellow is the only one with all 4 scoring. And so far, the closest one we've seen so far is orange. Let's look at the statistics. So first, let's calculate the Snowballs' score. So they get a purple, which is a 2. I mean 1. They get a 1. That's a white. Wow. On the very corners, there's also whites there. So Snowballs gets a 0 there. That is surprising for the championship leaders. They get a pink and a purple. That's only 3 points. Mellow Yellow gets a solid score. Orange is 3. They got a 3, a 2, and 2. And is this on the red? I think that's on the red. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, and 1. So not bad. Mellow Yellow gets 7. Team Galactic gets 2 zeros. That's a yikes. But they, like the Snowballs, they got 2 zeros. But they did get a 3 at least in the orange and a 2 with the pink. So that's 5. And then finally we have the Thunderbolts with a 0 on the outskirts. Unfortunately for them, they get a 1, a 2, and a 0. 2 zeros, a 1, and a 2. So Team Galactic and Mellow Yellow is moving on to the next round. That is surprising. Next group, we have Team Primary, Limers, Chocolatiers, and the Rojo Rollers. Round 2 is here. We got the Limers, Team Primary, Chocolatiers, and the Rojo Rollers, and they're off. They're entering the half pipe portion of the track. I don't know why I let that pause, but marbles are continuing to enter. Will anyone get into the blue? One makes it to the yellow, it looks like. Team Primary barely makes it into the yellow, but almost gets squeezed out, but Rojo Rollers helps them. Team Primary gets 2 zeros, though. That's gonna be a yikes. Limers and Chocolatiers did get rebounded back all the way to the 1 spot. And yeah, that's where they stop. Primary has a 2 and a 3, so that's 5. But lots of zeros this round, unlike the last round. Limers gets a 1, a 1, and 2 zeros. That's only 2 points. That's a yikes for Limers. Chocolatiers gets a 2. No, that's a 1. Barely in the 1. A 1, a 3, a 2, and 0. And then, so that's 6. Chocolatiers is moving on. Rojo Rollers gets a 3. Actually, that's yellow's a 3. Why did I think it was a 2? What is this? What is my brain thinking? Yellow is a Chocolatiers gets a 4, 2, 4, 3, and 1. 4, 3, and 1, which is 8. I don't know what I was thinking there. And then Team Primary gets a 4 and a 3, 0, 0. Okay, so this is a 7 and an 8. Limers only gets 2. So yeah, that stays there. Rojo Rollers gets 2 points via the pink. And then 3 via the orange, and 2 zeros. The Rojo Rollers only gets 5. So, moving on is Team Primer and the Chalks. Snowballs losing out gives a huge, opens the door for Team Primary as well. Limers had a blunderous performance. Rojo Rollers did not have a pleasant performance either. And that's the result. Moving on to round 3. Oceanics, Team Momo, Balls of Chaos, and the Savage Speeders. Let's see who will move on. Round 3, Savage Speeders, Balls of Chaos, Team Momo, and the Oceanics, and we're off. Oceanics, 3rd place in the standings. If they advance here, they could have a good chance on moving on to the next round. Marbles getting shoved hard, rebounding. Most marbles got shoved to the outside and aren't going to get any points. So if you get any points, you're probably going to move on. And Balls of Chaos only gets 1 point, it looks like. Oceanics has 3 points scoring scores on their runs. Savage Speeders has a Soul Red. That's not going to probably win. Oceanics did have a solid run. They got 5 points. Oceanics gets 5 points. 2 2s and a 1. Team Momo. Oh my god. What was that atrocious run? They only get 1 point. Oceanics is moving on for sure. Balls of Chaos also only gets 1 point. Savage Speeders also gets 1 point. Yikes. Wow, that was insanely close. Oceanics is moving on to the next round regardless, but this is tough. They're all gonna get eliminated. And Oceanics is guaranteed to move on, but who's moving on with them? Is it Momo? Is it the Balls of Chaos, or is it the Savage Speeders? So, I think the rules is if it's a tie in a heat specifically, it's closest to the center. Which that, obviously you don't want to be in the center, that's 0 points, but you want to be the closest to the center. So if I look at the Savage Speeders, and if I do a distance check, which I am going to be doing a distance check, 45 degrees, let's make sure drag snap is not enabled. So, Balls of Chaos is definitely not winning this, I'm saying this. So, 12. So if you move that towards Team Momo, so it's right under, basically right underneath it, so they're right around the same distance. Balls of Chaos is not moving on. I'm just saying that right now. This is close. Might have to. This is just for tie breaking. This will not go for the points. This is just going to be the tiebreaker match. Oceanics can mess with the teams as much as they want, but whoever wins the tiebreaker match moves on. Whoever, so far, no teams have made it into the middle so far. Savage Speeders might be the first one to do so, but does not. Oceanics is on the blue. Ooh. Will it get a green? Yeah! Oceanics on the round that doesn't count gets a green. Savage Speeders gets 2 points. That is a little bit low. Momo also gets 2 points. Balls of Chaos gets 1 point. So it's... Wait. Momo trying to get into it? No. So it's between the Speeders and Momo. This is just tie-breaking, and we have had so much trouble between the tie-breakers. What is this? We have 1 match to go to see who will move on from the round. 1 more game. Savage Speeders versus Team Momo. Speeders has 3 on the board. Momo has only 0. Oh, Speeders, if they just keep 1, they are guaranteed to win. And Speeders moves on to the next round. Speeders wins the tiebreaker. Momo and Balls of Chaos completely blundered it. And tiebreakers will have to match against each other. So Momo, without moving on, they still have to fight the Balls of Chaos for the tiebreaker match, which is not what they want. Next up, we have O-Rangers, Pinkies, Jawbreakers, and Cobalts. Let's see who will advance from this group. Final round of Group 1. This is just Group 1. So, yeah. O-Rangers, first one to enter the belt, but slams itself so hard. Many teams get shoved to the outside. 2 of the O-Rangers get shoved, but one of them does rebound back and shoves the Cobalts into the blue. Are they going to stay in the blue? No, they rebound backwards to the red, and I think they're going to stay. Yep. Or O-Rangers stays in the yellow. That's going to help them a lot. Yellow is... But Jawbreaker stays in the... Is that yellow or green? That's green. That's 7 points. Yo, that is... Jawbreakers, just from that roll alone, is probably moving on to the next round. So let's check the O-Rangers first. O-Rangers gets a 4-pointer, a 1-pointer, and that's all it. So 5 points. One yellow, which is 4, and then 1 purple, which is 1, so 5. Pinkies did pretty well as well. Got a 3-pointer in the orange, and then 2 2-pointers, so that's 7. So that's a 3-pointer and 2 2-pointers. And then obviously 1 0. Cobalts, Jawbreakers did really well. They got a 2-pointers, a 1-pointer, which is 3, and then 7, which is 10 points. So not bad from the... And then Cobalts absolutely did not do well at all. Cobalts got 1 point. Actually, 2 points. Cobalts got 2 points. Cobalts 1, 1, 0, 0. So, overall, moving on is looking like the Pinkies and Jawbreakers. O-Rangers misses out again, but is probably moving on with 9th place. So let's look at the standings after the first heat. Looking at round 1, 8 teams move on to the next round, and big ones that got out early are the Snowballs and the O-Rangers. Those are the 2 big ones. Big ones that made it through were Pinkies, Oceanics, and Team Momo. Those are the big ones who made it through. Meliello as well. They all made it through. So Jawbreakers had a dominating 10 points in round 1. But now we have tournament stage. Top seed will up against bottom seed, and then second to last versus like others, and then let's see who will win the tournament stage. Let's see. But first, we do have to break up tiebreakers. So there are tiebreakers like Snowballs and Thunderbolts. there and like others. So let's break up the ties first. We have 3 tiebreaker matches to do. Thunderbolts versus Snowballs. They're both in Group 1. We have Team Momo and Balls of Chaos. Even though we did technically have a tiebreaker to see who advanced, that does not translate to the tiebreaker match. So yeah. And then, but O Rangers and Rojo Rollers' tiebreaker has already been decided due to some rules. So yeah, so O Rangers will take 9th place in the event due to their higher, better, higher score. So yeah, that's basically what happened. So, but we still have 3 tiebreakers matches to go. So let's do those first. Round 1 between Snowballs and Thunderbolts is here. 1 round to determine who who for this tiebreaker. Snowballs enters first, but also enters last as well. Thunderbolts bouncing hardly on the walls, trying to keep itself high. Snowballs also there. Thunderbolts has 1 in the corner. That's not what they want. 2 in the ones. Snowballs, if they can keep that in the pink, they don't. It's a tie. Wow, first game of the day, it's a tie. You gotta be kidding me. How likely are ties, dude? Okay, try again. Tiebreaker 2 between Snowballs and T-Bolts. Snowballs has 1 in the middle. Yikes, that is not what they wanted. Thunderbolts going for a win, but is it enough? 2 ones is not going to beat a 3. And Snowball still has another pink on the board and a yet red. This is looking really hopeless for the T-Bolts. And I think it is going to be a win for the Snowballs. Yeah, Snowballs wins. T-Bolts does not win. Snowballs wins the tiebreaker. They got 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is 6 points compared to the Thunderbolts' 2. So they win. So the Snowballs wins tiebreaker 1. Let's see who will. So nice job for the Snowballs. Let's see who will win round 2. Team Momo versus Balls of Chaos. This is for dead last, basically. This is for the fight for dead last. So let's see who wins this round. Tiebreaker round 2. Hopefully this is only 1 round. We don't need this many ties. Momo goes in first. Well, let's see what they can do. Slams itself against the wall. Balls of Chaos has 1 in the corner. Barely in. Wait, they exit the corner. Balls of Chaos does not have a corner. Nothing in the corner, but Momo has 1 close to the middle, but 1 with a 0 as well. Let's see this. Let's check the totals. Yellow's 4 points. Momo versus Balls of Chaos. Let's see. Balls of Chaos has a 1-pointer, a 2-pointer, a 1-pointer, and a 2-pointer, 2-pointer, and 1-pointer. So 2 2-pointers, 2 1-pointers, so that's 6. That's going to be tough to beat. But Momo beats them with a 7. Momo wins. Wow. That 4-pointer, 2-pointer, and 1-pointer came in clutch. Even with the Balls of Chaos's extreme effort, it was not enough. They only got 6 points compared to Team Momo's 7. 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. So, yeah, congratulate. If this marble was there, Balls of Chaos would have won, because even though they were tied on points, Balls of Chaos would have had more on the board. So that's how. But Momo beats the Balls of Chaos and moves on and wins. This is for 12th through 16th. We have Limers versus is it Cobalts? It is Cobalts. Limers versus Cobalts. Let's see who wins. Last tiebreaker match for the group stage. We are rolling. Limers versus Cobalts. Cobalts enters 2 right there. Limers gets 1 in the middle, 2 in the middle. Oh my god, that's almost like complete doom. Cobalts, they just need to keep a few and they win. Limers trying to go for big pointers and keeps an orange, but Cobalts also has an orange. Cobalts also has a... So this is just a guaranteed win at this point for the Cobalts. They have a 3-pointer with the Limers, so they can cancel each other out. And then Cobalts has 2 1-pointers compared to the Limers, so 1. So it would have been 6-5. It would have been 5-4. So congratulations, 5-4. Limers, that was very unfortunate. So Cobalts moves on and beats the Limers. Cobalts takes the win. So now we're done with tiebreakers. 9 through 16 goes from this order: Blue Rangers, Rojo Rollers, Snowballs, Thunderbolts, Cobalts, Limers, Team Omo, and the Balls of Chaos. That's the order between 9th and 16th. Now we are ready for the top 8s. This is already becoming a long video, but let's quickly do the tournament stage right now. Tournament stage round 1 is set. Jawbreakers versus Team Galactic is first. Tournament stage round 1, we are rolling. Hopefully this will not be a tie, because then we don't have to repeat it again. Colors are pretty different between these two this time, because I made the Team Galactic way darker than it should be. Team Galactic has 1-0 guaranteed, 2 zeros if it keeps it and does lose it. Team Galactic is basically guaranteed out. You do get tournament stage is 2 runs though, so we just hope for no. And then tiebreaker will just go to. Tiebreaker will go to. Will go to whoever scored the highest in 1 run. So Team Galactic versus Jawbreakers, and it looks like Jawbreakers has the early lead. They get a 3-pointer early. They get a 3-pointer, a 1-pointer. A 0. Oh, that's a 0. Oh, wow. 3-1-0-1. So they get 5 points. Team Galactic, on the other hand, gets only 3 points. So we have 1 round down. Team Jawbreakers already has the lead. Let's see what they can do for round 2. Team Galactic needs to recover from this. Their color is way darker. Team Galactic trying to push all the Jawbreakers out. Jawbreakers trying to swirl into the green, and does. That's basically guaranteed win, as long as they're going for the blue, but does not hit it. Galactic gets only 1 point. 1 point. Jawbreakers gets 10 in that 1 round. That is insane. No, 11. No, that's 12. That's orange is a 3. Orange is a 3, plus 7's 10, plus this pink, which is 12. 12 points in 1 round. Easily winning this match 4-17. It was not even close. It's 2 matches, sure, but wow. Jawbreakers dominated that match. While Team Galactic only gets a 3 and a 1-pointer, so Mellow Yellow versus Pinkies up next, so let's see who will win that group. Mellow Yellow versus the Pinkies. Let's see who will win that group. Let's go. So 2 group rounds. Let's see. Mellow Yellow enters first. Pinkies enters second. Comeback could technically be made, but they need to be really strong. Pinkies trying to force themselves onto it, but exits out. Pinkies has 3 zeros, it looks like. and only one-pointer in the first match. Tries to knock out Mellow Yellow, but does not. Mellow Yellow gets a 2-pointer, a 1-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 1-pointer. 2, 1, 3, 1. That could have been a 1, but that's a 3. So it's 2, 1, 3, 1. 2 plus 1, 3, plus 3, 6, plus 1, 7. So 7 points round 1 versus Pinky's is sole 1. Pinky's needs to have a huge comeback here. Will they get one, or will they fail miserably? Let's see. Mellow Yellow enters first, trying to swing back and forth to get as much, keep as much. Oh my God! Pinky's has 2 in the 2. Mellow Yellow gets a 10. Pinky's in the middle kind of did help Mellow Yellow, but they will take that for sure. Absolutely legendary run from Mellow Yellow, right next to the button. Mellow Yellow gets 15 points that one game. What a run. 10 plus 4, which is yellow, plus 1, which is purple. Pinky's gets a 1 and a 3. Solid run, but not good enough. 1 plus 3 is 4. So it ended up being a 22-5 round. Mellow Yellow dominated that one. So Mellow Yellow is moving on to the next round. Next match is gonna be Chocolatiers versus Oceanics. The Chalks versus Oceanics is up next, so let's see who advances. For heat 3 of round 1 of the tournament stage, we are rolling. Oceanics is struggling right now, but trying to get as many points as possible. Gets into the yellow, but does not get into the green. Oceanics goes to the orange and is trying to go across the yellow barrier, but does not. Oh wow. Oceanics gets shoved to the pink. Chocolatiers hangs on in the orange. Oceanics should also stay on the orange if they're good at marbles, and yes they are. They keep 1 on the board, so they get a total of 3 plus 1 plus 1, which is 5 points. Nice run from the Oceanics to start off the game. Chocolatiers, on the other hand, gets a 0. Is that a 0? I think it is. That looks pretty 0-ish to me. So a 0, a 0. So it's basically just 2 zeros, and then a 3 and a 1. So it's 5-4. Oceanics is up 1. If Oceanics wins this heat, that would be huge for them in the standings, as they could finally, if they get gold and Team Primary does not do well in this event, they could easily take the lead in the overall standings. They're trying their best. Chocolatiers gets 1 in the bad pit, in the button pit. That is not what they wanted. Oceanics keeps 1 in the red, 1 in the white on the corner. It looks like it's not looking to exit out, so I think that's staying there. So that looks like 4 points. 3 points there, but Chocolatiers only gains 2 back. So Oceanics, even with that rough second round, only getting 3 points. Chocolatiers only gains 2 and wins the game 8-6. Oceanics moves on to the next round. Final heat of Group 1 of Round 1 of the tournament stage. Savage Speeders versus Team Primary. Team Primary, second place in the standings, immediately gets 1 straight in the middle, but knocks its own 1 to drop another 1. Savage Speeders hanging on, trying to slow down so they can get significant points and land close. Team Primary gets really close though, but loses, just drives off the mountain. Savage Speeders all get solid points, but it's not good enough points. Team Primary hanging on with the yellow, which is 4 points. Speeders has 6. It's 4-6. Speeders takes the early lead. Speeders has 6 points right now. So let's see what Team Primary can do. They're stuck behind with only 4. It's almost only 3 points, but it's 4. But we're going into round 2. Okay. Round 2. We are rolling. Team Primary has a weird formation shape. And let's see what that does. This is precision. Oh my god, just shoves the speeders out of the way. But knocks itself nearly out. Tries to slow down. Team Primary gets another one in the eye bubble. In the eye. This is looking really bad for Team Primary. Primary try to recover this, but it's not gonna work, to be honest. This does not look good for Team Primary. Primary gets 7 this round. That's solid. 4 plus 3 is 7. But speeders, all they need is 6 points, and they automatically move on. If they don't get 6 points, they are out. They get 4 there, 5, 6, 7. Speeders are moving on. They get 4 points from the yellow, another point from the red, another point from the red, and another point from the red. 4, 5, 6, 7. 13 to 11, speeders move on to the next round. Savage speeders dethrones Team Primary. Primary, though, is 5th place in the standings for this event, at least. Oceanics has a lot of work for them if they want to take the lead in the standings. They need to at least get a silver, I think. So, yeah, let's see who will move on to the in the second round, the semis. Jawbreakers for Meliello, round 2. Round 1, basically. Semifinals, round 1. Let's see. Slams the Jawbreakers. Will Mellow Yellow get on the button? No. They actually cross all the way to the purple. And they will not bounce back. Jawbreakers get 0 this round. Yikes. Mellow Yellow at least will get some points going in their favor. 0 on the outskirts and 0 on the corner. Mellow Yellow will at least get 1 point. And probably 2 points. So 2 points for Mellow Yellow, 0 for Jawbreakers. This is looking really bad for the Jawbreakers as we're going into round 2. They need some help. They're 2 points down, and Mellow Yellow has a 2-point advantage. All they need is a solid run, and Mellow Yellow is gonna win it, but loses out. Jawbreakers trying to stay out, but gets one in the corner. That's bad. Jawbreakers needs to try to get as many points, but Mellow Yellow has some solid scores. 2 oranges, and I think that's over. They get a purple, which is not the best, but Mellow Yellow just steamrolled the Jawbreakers. They get an orange. That's 6 points. 6 points plus 1 is 7. 7 for the round. Jawbreakers gets only 4 points. 9-4 win. Jawbreakers moves on to the bronze match. Wow, Mellow Yellow dethroned the Jawbreakers. That is surprising. 9-4. Jawbreakers was looking like the #1 team to beat going into this heat. But winning the first heat with ease but could not keep up. Moving on, next up we have the Oceanics versus Savage Speeders. Oceanics needs to make it to the finals, or else they cannot. They're not looking to, or else they're probably not taking the lead in the standings. Let's see what happens though. We are going for the second heat of Group 2, Oceanics versus Savage Speeders. Savage Speeders, one of the lower teams. They need to get a good launch. They still technically have a chance for the championship. Oceanics almost gets one into it, but does not. They do not do that. Savage Speeders gets 2 zeros. That's going to hurt them a lot. Oceanics keeps a few on. This one's on the orange. Okay, that's on orange. Yeah, red there. Purple, I think, is this one. So purple. Okay, this is close. Round 1 was not that close, though. It was pretty easily Oceanics taking the lead. Oceanics. has the lead. 8. 8 points in the first round. Speeders only have 5. Speeders needs to make a comeback. 8-5, 3-point gap. Speeders needs to basically get 4 points without the Oceanics getting any, or 5 points with the Oceanics only getting 1. It's tough, but let's see what they can do. Oceanics shoves its way into it and gets a 0. Oceanics, will they get another 0? Yeah, that's a huge hope for the Speeders. Speeders just need some points on the board, and they will move on to the next round. Speeders got an orange. That's enough. I think it's enough. Oceanics only gets 3 points this round. No way. Did the Speeders make a comeback? They only get 3 points this round. Speeders, let's check their score. 3, 5, 7. 7 points this round. And they beat them 11-12. Speeders moves on. Oceanics misses out. They are not technically eliminated from a medal yet. They're still a third place match, but oh my god. Oceanics got stolen. That is ridiculously hard to believe. Speeders steals it away and is moving on to the finals. Finals is between Mellow Yellow and the Savage Speeders. Ironically, those are the top 2 teams in Marble League 2016. And then we have the bronze match, which is between the Oceanics and Jawbreakers. Let's check on that match first. Speeders, though, is going to get at least a silver medal. They have not gotten a single medal this season, I don't think. No, they are guaranteed a medal now. And a good one, too. They're either getting silver or bronze. Mellow Yellow, though. Let's see. Finals is 3 matches. Bronze match is only 2. So let's see. Oceanics versus Jawbreakers. Jawbreakers versus Oceanics. Who's getting third? Let's see. 2 rounds to decide who will get bronze. Oceanics trying to recover after that horrible final run that cost them a guaranteed top 2. This is going for the bronze match. Jawbreakers almost got squeezed into the corner. Oceanics also almost got squeezed into the corner, but does keep 2 points on the board instead. Jawbreakers also probably gets only 1 point on the board. 2 Jawbreakers does not score and only gets 2 points this round. Jawbreakers. This might look like it's on pink, but it's actually purple. So, 2 points this round. Oceanics gets 1 pink, that's 2, and then 3, so that's 5. It's 5-2 lead. It's a 3-point gap. Last time they led by 3, they blundered it. Let's see can they keep it this time. Last match for the third place match. The final round's 3 matches. So Oceanics just needs to keep up, but loses 1. Jawbreakers also loses 1. Oceanics, Jawbreakers, trying to go for it. Oceanics keeps an orange on the board, but loses out 1 on the out. Is that pink or is that out? That looks out to me. Jawbreakers gets a red and another red. That's all they get. They only get 2 points. Oceanics gets 4, and they're moving on. Wow, Oceanics at least got bronze. 9-4. Jawbreakers. 1 round 1 with the breeze, and 1 round 2 with the breeze as well. But struggled in the tournament stage. Well, they won the group stage and the first round, but struggled in the second round of the tournament stage, which led them to a disastrous bronze, no podium. Oceanics wins, as the Jawbreakers only gets 4 points. That is rough for the Jawbreakers. They were hoping to get a medal here, but they blundered it. 12 points is still not bad, but they would prefer a medal. But let's see who will win the finals. Speeders versus Mellow Yellow. These 3 matches will be huge for both teams. Mellow Yellow and the Savage Speeders. Mellow Yellow got a gold back in, I think, the high jump. Let me check. But Speeders is there as well. Mellow Yellow got the gold back at the high jump. Yes, I'm correct. Speeders looking for their first medal with the golden medal. They're going for the championship, and they cannot lose a single gold medal. Round 1 of 3. Here we come. Speeders gets one in the pit. Mellow Yellow gets repelled from the pit. That was very not smart from the Speeders. Speeders, though, still, even with that poor marble in the middle, is able to keep 2 oranges. That's 6 points. Mellow Yellow keeps an orange as well. That's another 3 points for Mellow Yellow. Speeders win 6-5, round 1. Mellow Yellow's down by 1. They need to try to make a comeback. Round 2. Speeders in the blocks. Mellow Yellow also in the blocks. Speeders might run away with it, preventing Team Primary from moving on. Prevents the Oceanics from making it to the finals, and now might be able to dethrone Mellow Yellow from getting their gold medal. However, this is not the best run for the Speeders. This is actually a really bad run from the Speeders. Speeders almost loses at 1 point, but keeps it on the board. Oh my god. Getting a 2-pointer here. 2 1-pointers and another 1-pointer. So that's 5 points again. Mellow Yellow, on the other hand, did not do much better, to be honest. They got a 3-pointer and a 1-pointer, so it's a 4-pointer. 4 points. So yeah. Mellow Yellow now down by 2. This is not looking good for Mellow Yellow's second gold medal of the season. Speeders gets 5, Mellow Yellow only gets 4. They need to gain at least 3 points over the Speeders to win. One final match to determine gold. Speeders versus Mellow Yellow. Speeders enters the ring, slams Mellow Yellow across the board. Mellow Yellow tries to keep up. Speeders loses 1. Mellow Yellow, they also lose 1. It's all up to the rest of the marbles. Mellow Yellow, all 3 of them are stuck, and the Speeders are the winners. Speeders wins the round. They even got 2 points just for flex, I guess. 2 points versus Mellow Yellow's 0. And the Speeders are your event winners. Prevents the snowballs. Actually, I don't know if they prevent the snowballs. Prevents Team Primary. Prevented the Oceanics. And now prevented Mellow Yellow from winning the gold. Savage Speeders are your Precision Slalom winners. What a win. And what a way to go off. 13 points for the Speeders versus the Mellow Yellows, 9. Mellow Yellow tried their hardest, but they could not be able to beat the sheer power of the Savage Speeders, who gets their first medal of the season. Oceanics, though, with that bronze, might still be able to do something with that bronze. After failing to get a medal last event, they at least got redemption this event. They only gained 3 points. They only gained 4 points over Team Primary, but that bronze might be able to push them ahead of the snowballs. But let's see. Let's check the standings first. Final standings for this event specifically. Savage Speeders wins the event out of the shock of everyone. Their season was turning south, but they were able to punch it right back and get a gold medal. I don't know if they still are in championship contention, but they have definitely made their first move. All they need to do is win the quartet diving and the hurdles event. That's all they need to do. Snowballs falling very far back is not what the Snowballs wanted. This gives, I think they're still technically in the lead, I think. they do have like a they do have a giant. They technically still have a gap. It's 126 to 17, so they have a 9-point gap over Team Primary. So and then has a 16-point gap between Oceanic. So they are still in the lead, but that lead is falling shorter. Snowballs might be cutting it too dry, and is leaving no points left on the table. But let's see what this does to the overall standings. Overall standings has became way closer. Team Primary 3 points off, and Oceanics' recent bronze also pushes it way closer, 6 points off of the championship. This is not updated yet. Let's first update that first. So now it's updated. Savage Speeders made an incredible comeback from making it from tie to getting a gold, but even with that gold, it was not enough to keep them in championship contention. Snowballs just got enough points to keep them out of contention. Wow. Speeder still has a chance for the podium, but they are fighting. But their hope is for the Oceanics or Team Primary. They cannot beat the Snowballs anymore. But other than there's only 50 points off the championship now. Other teams are Chocolatiers technically still has a chance, but they need 49 points. So they need 2 gold medals with the Snowballs not doing well. So Speeders got off the bottom 4. So yeah, congratulations. Snowballs, Team Primary, and Oceanics are right next to each other. Mellow Yellow passes the O Rangers for the top 5. Mellow Yellow is right on the tail of not right on the tail. 27 points off of the Oceanics. They need a goal, at least 27 points to even get on podium. And most likely, they need to get at least 28 points to even get on podium, if not 2 gold medals. So yeah, they do need at least two medals, at least 2 bronzes or above, for their championship hopes to stay alive. So Molly Yellow, O Rangers, Pinkies, and are all there technically. They're all within 3 points of each other, but they're way farther behind the top 3 than they should be if they want to go for the championship. Quartet Diving is next. Heavily favors the Oceanics. This is because this is before 2019 and before they sucked at water events. And then the Hurls heavily favors Team Primary because they're the best at sprint events. So Snowballs Team Primary is looking forward to their gold medal at the hurdles, but let's see if someone can dethrone them, like the O Rangers, or even the Oceanics, or even Mellow Yellow, or Snowballs. Snowballs has not gotten a medal since the high jump, but they have been very consistent this season. But this ends their consistent streak between the long jump and Team Pursuit. They ended it. The first 3 events were pretty solid, and then the next 3 events were all in the top 6, and now they got suddenly just jumped down. That is not great. Savage Speeders looking forward to at least getting top half the season. Limers mid 4 points between it and the Speeders, so they have to be a little careful. Thunderbolts on the record, their maximum points is 81 points now. That's Chocolatiers level. They cannot pass the Chocolatiers, which means they cannot get higher than 12. Jawbreakers there as well. Cobalts is not looking good. But that will be it for the video. We'll see you in the penultimate event, Quartet Diving. We'll see you there.